Good morning, YouTube. We are out here again with another famous, extraordinary walking dog. I'm just clouded. What's up, YouTube? Oh, what a beautiful morning. What a beautiful day to be alive. Gotta give my dogs their respect. Let them stretch their legs. They love going on walks. And I love going on walks too. Hey man, I really enjoy this YouTube thing. This is so cool. I should have done this years ago. It is just so fun to do, to come up with ideas and things with the animals, to bring joy to myself and to those that appreciate it. But what I want to talk about today is something that's very challenging for people to do. People swear by that they're doing it, but you don't see it in the universe. Oh my goodness. It's like the most challenging thing to do. People can eat right. People can work out. People can make money. But one thing that I see and feel like they're not able to do right is love themselves. I don't know why people struggle with loving themselves. I mean, I'm not saying I don't know why, like I'm clueless, but I'm just saying that as a statement. Loving yourself is a task, a job, an experiment, a quest on its own. Loving yourself. People be like, oh, I'm so full of love. But they don't have love for themselves. And then okay, Solo, how do you know they don't love themselves? Well, I'm a very happy person. Although in public I'm very stoic. Because this world is not what I thought it was growing up in my imagination of how all you had to do was be kind and nice and people will respect that. This world don't respect that. Come on, good boy, keep straight. This world don't respect that. This world is upside down, and the values of this earth is very contrary to peace, joy, and happiness. It's very contrary to that. And I understand that, so that's why I move stoic. Because the times that I've been hurt, deceived, disrespected in life is when I moved with a pure heart, we are the world type energy. And some of the most clowning and ignorant and soft and weak people have preyed on that because this is the environment we are. If I was to move in the spirit in which I'd destroy a lot of people. Absolutely destroy. I would have so much fun destroying people, but that's not my nature. I was raised and conditioned to move like that, but that's not my nature. My nature is peace. My nature is love. My nature is harmony. But as I've studied and as I experience, I've learned that, hey, that's your nature, and you can enjoy that nature inside your privacy of your own home. But when you step out them doors, Game face. Absolutely game face. And it's so funny because people that I, do business with on the regular, I know they're like, man, what's this guy's problem? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so stoic. But in my head, I'm like, I'm the coolest cat you ever want to meet, you know what I'm saying? But, I already read and see their energy, so I compartmentalize my life and keep business, and private, as we all should. But back to the subject matter at hand, loving yourself. That is one of the most difficult things that a human being can do, because we're always trying to show love to other people, which is a good thing, but you got to do it in balance. You have to do it in balance. You can't just be like always wanting to get in a relationship so that you can show love, so that you can be loved. I'm just a loving person. You're such a loving person, then why do you keep putting yourself in situations with people that would destroy you? With people, why do you keep compromising? You know what I'm saying? And as I analyze my life and my experiences in life, my relationships were all based upon the level of maturity and knowledge that I had in those seasons. And if you're any type of decent human being, which those are far few between, after each relationship you make time to grow and develop yourself and try to figure out why things went the way they went. And then your level increases because you learn from your mistakes. But there's also a time in life where that you learn to enjoy yourself. I had a friend tell me about 2 months ago. He said, now I understand why you go to the movies, why you go to restaurants by yourself. And he had just recently went through a divorce. And he was like, man, it's so peaceful. He said, I've been doing that for years. When I was 9 years old, I would go cut grass. I used to go cut grass, wash cars, and I would walk miles to the movies. I started that habit at 9 years old. And he was like, man, you do this for years. And I'm like, yeah, I guess guys would think that was weird, but I got to watch the movie that I wanted to watch. I got to eat the food that I wanted to eat. I wasn't on no one's schedule. And if I had 30 minutes before the movie start, I'll go to the store next to me. At this store, I go look for treasures and stuff. And enjoy myself. But I've always been comfortable with being by myself, although I've always had experiences where I had relationships, beautiful relationships. Of course, they ended, obviously, but while they existed, they were just like some romantic comedy, cool experiences. But I see people that I care for always jumping in and out of relationships. And I'm like, man, take time for yourself. Make time for yourself. You got women who will have the attitude of, I'm going to have a kid because I know that child's going to love me and I'll have somebody love. It'd be that psychological understanding. They'd be like, I'm going to have a kid and they won't be alone. And that's why that's why you see a lot of females sometimes be willing to just destroy relationships with children when they have children, because they still know that they won't be alone. They got that baby that love them unconditionally. They can go rent cartoons and manipulate the child and, and still have that happy space. But that only lasts for a season. But bottom line, they also do that because they don't make time to love themselves. When you make time to love yourselves, you're gonna vet the type of person that you are going to allow into your life. You're gonna say, nah, I'm cool. Even though it might, like for example, we had a meeting the other day in my company, and they had boxes and boxes of donuts. I mean, they were beautiful looking donuts, and I never touched one of them because it's like it's not congruent with my vision. It's not congruent with my vision. Come on. So I just passed them donuts up while everybody just swarmed them. And you have to do that with people. They might be attractive, you know what I'm saying? But they might not be congruent with your vision in life. You have to keep that thing in mind. You know what I'm saying? And part of keeping that thing in mind is actually loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to say, I'm gonna love myself, or that side, where that you just wanna allow, no pull. Where that I won't let nobody come into my life and throw negative ripples into it. I just accept anything. Hey, what's up? Good morning, brother. No pull. Side. Have a good day, brother. All right. Side. So that's something you have to consider. And then, you know, a lot of people don't go to the doctor. A lot of people don't follow up on their health. And they think because a person might look shiny and bright that all is well. But they might be having diseases, and they might be bitter, and they might be willing to pass that thing on. And if you are not loving yourself to make the time and take the time to get to know that person before you just give them the best part of you, you might compromise your health. So basically, I'm saying, you guys, it's totally okay to make time for yourself. Get to know yourself. Get to know what it is you like, why you like it, what it is you like to do, and just do those things. Even for those who are in relationships. In relationships, there's seasons in life where you're not dealing with your spouse how you would like to. Fine. Be like, hey, I'm about to go to the movies. Go watch that movie you want to watch. You can keep it respectful. Go for that run. That's one of the reasons how I got my name, Solo 3.0. I gave myself that name because I taught myself no matter what in life, I must be willing to do things myself. I must be able to do things solo. I must be able to work out by myself, grow spiritually by myself, you know, financially, whatever it is. You have to be okay with that. And to me, when you're not okay with that, it's easy to see. It's easy to see on people who live outside of themselves. And that's the worst thing you can do, is base your life and your world outside of you. The life that you want to live has to come from within. Your imagination, your idea of yourself, the feeling that you want from certain experiences have to come from within you. You can't be looking for outside sources to create your experience. Come on, buddy. You can't wait for outside the sources. You have to be the source of everything. The source of your joy. The source of your peace. When you start practicing those things, the world is your oyster. The world is your oyster. So make it time to love yourself. If you used to be into video games and you haven't played in a while, play video games. Reading books, dance, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you are a type of person that has a certain type of understanding and a lot of your friends don't listen to you because for whatever reason they choose not to, create a YouTube channel. I'm sure there's people who you will attract that are like-minded, and you can build a community of new friends. You know, love yourself. There's a scripture that says, do not give yourself to heaviness. Love your own soul. We be like, oh, I'm such a good man. Oh, I'm such a good woman. I just want somebody to love me. But you haven't made the necessary changes in life to love yourself. And I'm not talking about doing the cosmetic things of loving yourself, putting on a nice outfit, good perfume or good cologne, and then thinking that people love themselves. Because there's a lot of beautiful people who not made the time to love themselves. Loving yourself could be making time to meditate, to do exercise, to start eating better. Loving yourself can be like not associating with certain people. A lot of people are committed to a lot of people that they've known for years that mean no good to themselves and mean no good to you. Loving yourself could be like, you know what, I'm cool on you. You know what I'm saying? Loving them from a distance. Like creating your own world that you are pleased with, that you are satisfied with. And it's very important to do because there's a lot going on in this world. And if you don't have yourself back, self-love, self-respect, you could be in for a world of hurt. A lot of predatory men and women in this world. And if you leave yourself vulnerable, loving yourself could also start studying and reading things that keep you from being vulnerable. So you won't get caught up. Everybody want to be in a relationship but never read books about relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want a relationship? If you want a relationship, don't you want it to succeed? Like, start just reinvesting into yourself. That's the bottom line. And the more you invest in yourself, the more patient you are with the outside world. Meaning, I'm not in a rush to experience that. I'm having fun. Sometimes I'll be like, damn, I'm so glad I'm by myself in this season because I can go home and eat this and do this and have this experience and all that type of stuff. When you're in a relationship, you're dividing some of that time respectfully. Respectfully, you're dividing some of that time. So make sure you've done so much where you don't have a problem with giving your time. People just give so much away. Stop there. So much away of their time and their will and their emotion, and then they get left. The relationship is destroyed, and there you are, not knowing what to do, starting from ground zero, because you never laid a foundation for yourself. You never put up the shield of wisdom to protect yourself from certain experiences because you've never made time to respect yourself and love yourself. So just a little something to think about. I hope you guys have a great morning, a great day. It's okay to make time for yourself. It's okay to do things that's important to you. It's okay. You have this life. You might as well make a season in life where you do these things for yourself. Keep that in mind. Take care. Peace.